Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning all. So in the first part, we'll discuss about your doubts.
Sir, second question.
Yeah. Then second question, it is given that cricket ball with a velocity 25 meter per second at an angle of 60 degree above the horizontal, how far above the ground it passes over a fielder 50 meter from the bat? Assume that the ball is stuck very close to the ground. So in this question, it is given that a cricketer hit a ball with a velocity 25 meter per second. So we can just consider that it's like a projectile motion. An object is projected with a velocity that is 25 at an angle of 60 degree above the horizontal. So we can take it as this angle is equal to nothing but 60 degree. And it is moving through a path something like this, and after sometimes it is going to hit the ground. Now there is a fielder who is at a distance of 50 meter from the bat. So fielder is at a distance of 50 meter from here, and our aim is to find out what about the value of this height. ये जो fielder है उसके ऊपर से कितना height से ball गया है, तो ये जो h का value है वो find out करना है. मतलब basically क्या हो गया, y का value find out करना है, displacement along y axis find out करना है, displacement along x axis, initial velocity are given. So already हमने discuss किया है. If it is a question related to its x coordinate and y coordinate, then we can go for that equation of trajectory. That is y is equal to nothing but x tan theta minus g x square divided by 2 u square cos square theta is the equation of trajectory. Now our aim is to find out the value of this y, means the value of h. So we can write h is equal to x is given us nothing but 50. Tan theta is given us nothing but 60. So tan 60 minus g into x square is given us nothing but x is given us 50. So we can express 25 or 2500 divided.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
I think there is some connection problem. 1 minute. Okay, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
क्या दिख रहा है screen में?
You are sharing.
sharing screen.
Okay.
You are sharing screen.
No, sir.
तो अभी दिखेगा या आप उसको स्क्रीन को स्लाइड कर दो.
Yes, sir.
तो ये कहाँ तक सुना था? हेलो.
G
U
250.
U cos square 60 तक.
Okay. Then we substitute the value for it. 50 इधर हमने पुट किया है, and sin 60 का वैल्यू √3 होता है, and g का वैल्यू 9.8 या 10 आप ले सकता है, and बाकी वैल्यू पुट किया तो we can write this is cos 60 का वैल्यू 1/2 तो उसका स्क्वायर 1/4, that becomes 8 over here. That will be like 86.5 minus 78.4. It will be around 8.1 or near to this value. समझ में आया? तो बेसिकली y और x में रिलेशन दिया है, तो it is better to use that equation of trajectory.
Sir, eighth question.
सर मतलब जब y एक्सिस पे हाइट ढूंढना रहता है तब ये इक्वेशन यूज करना है.
y एक्सिस में हाइट ढूंढना है और x एक्सिस दिया है तभी x और y में दिया
ओके
है.
ओके. हाँ.
Equation of trajectory is giving the relation between x and y. Okay.
यस यस.
Next one, question 3 में कुछ डाउट है? 4
4.
और में डाउट है? Again. Clearly writes that the angle of projection of a particle at an angle of 45 degree plus theta and 45 minus theta, the horizontal range describes the particle are in the ratio of. So हमने लिखा था for two angles of theta, theta 1 और theta 2 में same range मिलेगा if theta 1 and theta 2, theta 1 plus theta 2 क्या होना चाहिए?
90 degree.
90 डिग्री होना चाहिए ना. तो ये फॉर्मेट में ही दिया है देखो 45 प्लस थीटा प्लस 45 माइनस थीटा क्या आएगा 90 आएगा ना. सो रेंज विल बी सेम. समझ में आया क्या बोल रहा है?
यस सर.
अभी भी समझ में नहीं आया तो आप वो इक्वेशन भी यूज कर सकते हैं. रेंज के लिए इक्वेशन क्या था? u स्क्वायर साइन 2 थीटा डिवाइडेड बाय g. सो एक केस में यू विल राइट u स्क्वायर साइन 2 थीटा. थीटा की जगह पे विल राइट 45 प्लस थीटा. So in one situation we can write it is 90 plus 2 theta, and in another case we can write it is 90 minus 2 theta. So sin 90 plus theta or sin 90 minus theta are same. Got it? That is both are cos 2 theta only. So we are going to get the same range. Or just remember that for two values of theta, theta 1 and theta 2 will get the same range if theta 1 plus theta 2 is equal to 90 degree or they are complementary angles. I think it's clear, right? फिफ्थ में कुछ डाउट है? फिफ्थ, सिक्स्थ, सेवन.
सर
हाँ बोलो.
सर फोर्थ वाले में अगर थीटा का कंडीशन बिटवीन 90 एंड 0 होता तो भी वन ऐसे ही रहता 1:1.
नहीं नहीं वो 90 के ऊपर जाएगा तो एक्चुअली क्या होगा? दो ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में प्रोजेक्शन हो रहा है ना.
हाँ.
मतलब अगर एंगल ऑफ प्रोजेक्शन 90 से ज्यादा नहीं होता है बिकॉज थीटा हम लोग हॉरिजॉन्टल से मेजरमेंट करता है. मतलब एक पार्टिकल ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट किया है तो ये एंगल मान लो थीटा हो गया. नाउ इफ यू आर इंक्रीजिंग द वैल्यू ऑफ थीटा एंड आफ्टर सम टाइम्स मान लो थीटा का वैल्यू 90 हो गया. क्या हो गया? दिस इज जस्ट लाइक अ नॉर्मल वर्टिकल प्रोजेक्शन. अगर आप 90 से भी बनाया, 90 से भी ज्यादा बढ़ा दिया तो हमने ये थीटा नहीं लेगा ना, विद रिस्पेक्ट टू हॉरिजॉन्टल ये थीटा लेगा ना.
यस.
समझा? मतलब पार्टिकल ऐसा जाएगा तो ये हो गया एंगल बिटवीन दैट हॉरिजॉन्टल एंड दैट प्रोजेक्टाइल. तो in case of projectile motion the angle of projection cannot be greater than 90.
यस.
को पॉसिबल ही नहीं, केस पॉसिबल नहीं है. और 5 में डाउट है? 7 में डाउट. ओके. A ball is projected with a kinetic energy E at an angle of 45 degree to the horizontal. The highest point of its point during its flight, the kinetic energy is. So I think you know the equation for kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is half mv square, right? So if an object is projected with a velocity u and let's say its mass is m, so its kinetic energy initial, let's say kinetic energy initial is equal to half into m into u square. And you can observe that at the maximum height, the value of its kinetic energy is its maximum height, its velocity is going to be only horizontal component of velocity, only u cos theta रहेगा. So we can take it as u cos theta. Or over here it is given that angle of projection was 45 degree. So we'll get as u cos 45. So it's a maximum height, its velocity is u divided by √2. So we can find out what about the value of its kinetic energy final. So kinetic energy final is half into m into u square by √2 ka square, that is u square by 2. So initial kinetic energy was half m u square. So now the kinetic energy is initial kinetic energy divided by 2. समझ में आया?
Sir.
So we can write it will be equal to e by 2. बोलो बेटा.
Question number 8.
Yeah. And question number 8, it is given that a body is projected such an angle that the horizontal range is 3 times the greatest height the angle of projection is. So in this question, it is given that horizontal range is 3 times the greatest height. So we can write this horizontal range R is equal to 3 times of greatest height, maximum height, let's say H. Then the angle of projection is. So what is the equation for horizontal range? U square
Sine square
Sine-
theta by
Sin square theta by
no,
Two.
sine 2 theta, sine 2 theta by G
G.
is equal to 3 times of maximum height के लिए equation क्या
U square
U
sine
square
square
sine square
square
theta
theta
upon
by
2G.
2g.
by 2G. ठीक है, U square sine square theta by 2G. So we can cancel this G and G and this U square and this U square. And we know that sine 2 theta can be written as 2 sine theta cos theta
Cos theta.
is equal to 3 sine square theta divided by 2. So we can cancel the sine theta and the sine theta over here. So we'll cut the sine theta by cos theta, which is going to be tan theta. Tan theta is equal to 2 into 2 is 4 divided by 3.
3.
So the value of tan theta is 4 by 3. Already हमने discuss किया है. If you are having a right angle triangle, A side अगर 3 है, A side 4 है, तो A side 5 होगा. Or this angle will be equal to 53 degree
53
and this angle will be equal to 37 degree. So what about the angle of, means the value of theta is going to be 53 degree. तो exactly 53 degree 8 minutes होता है. ठीक है, इसलिए वो दिया है और near to 53 ऐसा सोचो.
सर 4/3 के लिए ना
4 tan 4 by 3. आप ये ट्रायंगल याद रखो, है ना, हमने ये ट्रायंगल से ही लिखता है ना, sin थीटा cos थीटा tan थीटा सब. 3 4 5 का ट्रायंगल है, ये रेशियो पे है, तो ये 53 होगा और दूसरा 37 होगा. और बोलो 9 में डाउट है. 10th one. If two vectors A vector and B vector sum is A plus B is perpendicular to difference A vector minus B vector, the ratio of their magnitude is. So over here we know that if two vectors are perpendicular, then definitely their dot product should be equal to 0. Okay. So we can write if it is A vector plus B vector is perpendicular to A vector minus B vector. So whenever they are giving two vectors are perpendicular, always use that concept. A dot B should be equal to 0. And whenever they are giving two vectors are parallel, then their cross product should be equal to 0. So we can go for their dot product. A vector dot A vector is going to be nothing but A square. A into cos 0. And A vector dot minus B vector is going to be minus of A into B into cos theta, where what is angle between them. Like that we can go for B vector dot आपको बैकग्राउंड में नॉइज है तो आप म्यूट करके करो, वरना वो निकाल देगा, फिर क्लास में वापस नहीं आ सकता है. तो it is minus of AB plus we can go for B vector dot A vector, that is equal to BA cos theta, and minus of B vector dot B vector we can take it as nothing but B square, B into cos 0. This is equal to 0 because two vectors are given perpendicular. So we can write this minus of AB and plus AB cos theta will get cancelled. तो ये समझ में आया क्या लिखा है?
yes sir.
Yes, sir. So we can write this A square minus B square is equal to 0. That means A square is equal to B square. That means A is equal to B. That means A and B are in the ratio 1:1. Got it?
Yes sir. 13.
Question number 14, sir.
Yes, sir. 14.
सर 13.
Yeah. 11 में कुछ डाउट है? 12. Okay, so I'll discuss about 13. If let A vector is given that A cos theta I cap and A sin theta j cap be a vector, another vector B which is normal to A. Normal means क्या है? Perpendicular है, ठीक है? Normal means perpendicular. So we can observe that on which option this dot product is equal to 0. Again same concept हम लोग use कर रहे हैं. Whenever two vectors are perpendicular, their dot product should be equal to 0. So आप dot product करके देखो कौन सा term के साथ करे तो आपका आंसर 0 मिलेगा.
Option 3.
So you can, yeah, option A, B, 3 option के साथ करो तो क्या हो जाएगा AB sin theta cos theta minus AB sin theta cos theta आएगा, तो we'll get the dot product is equal to 0. So we can write this third one is correct. और 14 में डाउट है?
हाँ सर.
Yes, sir.
Position vectors A, B, C are A, B, C, D are given. Then the displacement vector AB and CD are. तो first आप देखना है कि AB vector और CD vector क्या है. So we already know that AB vector is nothing but AB vector is B vector minus A vector. पता है ना?
Yes,
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we can write our AB vector is nothing but what is AB vector? B vector minus A vector. So 4 minus 3 that is 1 I cap. 5 minus 4 that is J cap. And 6 minus 5 that is K cap. So our AB vector is I cap, J cap, K cap. Now we can observe what is CD vector. CD vector is D vector minus C vector. 4 minus 7 that is minus 3 I cap. And 6 minus J which is minus 3 J cap. And 0 minus K which is minus 3K that is minus 3K vector. So we can observe that. अभी देखो अब देखना है whether two vectors are perpendicular or parallel. If they are perpendicular, their dot product will be equal to 0. And you can observe that इसका dot product तो 0 नहीं हो रहा है, minus 3 minus 3 minus 3 हो रहा है, तो minus 9 हो रहा है, तो they are not perpendicular. ये गलत है. अभी parallel है. If two vectors are parallel, then x1 by x2 should be equal to y1 by y2 should be equal to z1 by z2. तो आप इसको देखो 1 by minus 3 is equal to 1 by minus 3 is equal to 1 by minus 3. That means क्या है? They are parallel है. अभी देखना है कि parallel है कि anti parallel है. ये towards right जाता है positive है, ये towards left में जा रहा है तो negative है. So we can say that these two vectors are anti parallel.
सर आंसर में पैरेलल दिया है.
Parallel दिया है sir हमने. Anti-parallel.
पैरेलल नहीं होगा but opposite direction में होगा वो.
हाँ सर मेरे को भी एंटी पैरेलल ही मिला.
मतलब अगर हमने 3 i cap minus मतलब अभी देखो i cap और minus 3 i cap में क्या डिफरेंस है? i cap मतलब किधर जा रहा है? towards right जा रहा है.
Yes, sir.
है ना? minus 3 i cap मतलब किधर जा रहा है? right पे जा रहा है. तो we can say that they are parallel. and अगर minus 3 i cap आएगा तो क्या represent कर रहा है? opposite direction में आ रहा है. समझा?
सर हमने एंटी पैरेलल ही किया है पर रॉन्ग दिया.
नहीं वो एंटी पैरेलल ही है. हम लोग इसको क्लेम कर दो. अगर ओनली पैरेलल दिया तो आंसर मतलब सही कर सकते, बट एंटी पैरेलल और एंटी पैरेलल दिया है तो डेफिनेटली एंटी पैरेलल शुड बी द आंसर. बोलो बेटा.
Sir, can you explain the third question?
या समझा? तो ये एंटी पैरेलल ही होना चाहिए. अगर ओनली पैरेलल दिया तो हम आंसर लिख सकते हैं, बिकॉज पैरेलल में हमने दो वेक्टर ऐसा लिखता है कि लाइक वेक्टर्स एंड अनलाइक वेक्टर्स, तो देयर आर टू पॉसिबिलिटीज हो सकते हैं.
सर तो मार्क्स मिलेंगे अब.
क्या मतलब क्लेम करता हूँ, देखते हैं. बट इसका आंसर मतलब एंटी पैरेलल है. ओके नॉट मतलब पैरेलल एंटी पैरेलल दिया तो एंटी पैरेलल इज मोर अप्रोप्रिएट आंसर बिकॉज इट इज इन द ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन. और 15 में कुछ डाउट है?
No, sir.
16
Yes, sir.
16 it is given that P, Q, R are three coplanar forces acting at a point are in equilibrium. Given that P is equal to P का वैल्यू दिया है and sin theta का वैल्यू दिया है, then the value of R is. तो ऑलरेडी हमने डिस्कस किया था. इन केस ऑफ इक्विलिब्रियम हमने लामिस थ्योरम करके लिखा था, याद है? We can write as P divided by उसका जो opposite angle है sin theta 1 should be equal to nothing but Q divided by sin theta 2 उसका जो opposite angle है is equal to R divided by sin 180, sin 150. And question they are asking to find out the value of R over here. So we can write this R is equal to and क्या P दिया है, तो we can just equate these two. So R is going to be P into sin 150 divided by sin theta 1. The value of sin theta 1 is given. The value of P is also given. P is given as 1.9318 into sin theta 1 is given that 0.9659 and sin 180, sin 150.
Can we approximate it to 1?
Yeah, this can be approximate to 1 and this can be approximate to 2. And ये almost 2 के हिसाब से है, ये almost 1 है. एंड साइन 150
Yeah.
साइन 150 क्या होता है?
Right.
साइन 150 को आप लिख सकता है साइन 90 प्लस 60. साइन 90 प्लस 60 क्या होता है? ये सेकंड
Cos
क्वाड्रेंट में हो गया
Cos
cos
60.
एंड cos 60 क्या होता है? 1/2 होता है. So we can write this is basically into 1/2. So क्या आएगा? ये almost 2 divided by 1 है तो 2/2 cancel होके approximately 1 पे आएगा.
सर 15 करो.
15th one, if a cross b is root 3 times of a dot b, then the value of a plus b is a cross b, a vector cross b vector क्या होता है? ab sin theta होता है. So ab sin theta is root 3 times of a dot b, which is ab cos theta. So we can cancel this ab and ab. Sin theta by cos theta is nothing but tan theta. So tan theta is equal to root 3. That means theta should be equal to 60 degree. So once we got the value of 60, we can write the equation for a plus b. They are asking what is the magnitude of a vector plus b vector. That will be equal to under root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Over here it is cos 60. Cos 60 is nothing but 1/2. So it is a square plus b square plus 2ab into cos 60. Cos 60 is 1/2. So you can write the answer is under root of a square plus b square plus ab. Got it?
Sir, can you explain the third one?
Yeah. 17 में कुछ डाउट है?
No, sir.
18, 19,
Yes, sir.
17.
19th one. 17th yesterday only we did.
yeah.
Sir, 18th also.
17 कल हमने किया था कि if a particle is moving with a constant velocity,
नहीं sir, 18th,
v1,
18th.
v2, okay. 18 if a particle is starting from rest, rest and travel a distance x in the first 2 seconds and distance y in the next 2 seconds, then the relation between x and y is. ये भी हमने क्लास में किया है.
Yes, sir.
क्लास में थोड़ा ध्यान दे दो. Starting from rest, travel a distance 2 seconds and so you can write assume that a particle is starting from rest. So its initial velocity 0 था. In a time of 2 seconds, it's travel a distance x, and let's say from point A to point B. And when time is equal to 4 seconds, means in the next 2 seconds, it travel from B to C, which is given as nothing but y. Our aim is to find out the relation between x and y. So from A to B, we can write initial velocity is equal to 0. Acceleration, you can take it as A, and displacement we can write as is equal to ut plus half at square. So we'll get the answer for it is x is equal to nothing but initial velocity is 0, half into a into t square, that is 4. So we'll get the answer as nothing but 2a. Take it as equation number 1. Now we can go for from A to C directly, otherwise we have to find out the value of velocity at B. So if you are going for A to C directly, so displacement will be equal to x plus y. So we can use same equation, s is equal to ut plus half at square. So if you are using that equation, ut plus half at square from A to C, so x plus y is equal to initial velocity 0, half into a into 4 ka square, that is going to be 16. So we can write as 8a. So we can take it as y
Okay,
is
sir.
equal to 8a minus x is 2a, so this will be equal to 6a. So we can compare x or y में क्या relation है. We can write y is basically 3 times of
Yeah.
x, 3x.
Got it.
और 19 में कुछ डाउट है?
19.
Velocity as a function of time is given. In any question, if v is given and something is given function of another, that means we have to use differential equation. The body is undergoing, so we need to find out the value of acceleration. So we can differentiate it with respect to time. So we can write acceleration is equal to dv by dt. 20 is a constant, उसका differentiation होगा 0 plus 0.1 into t square का differentiation है 2t. So we can write the answer is 0.2 into t is a value of acceleration. Now we can observe that this acceleration is not a constant. Acceleration is varying with respect to time. So we can say that it is a non-uniform acceleration. With respect to time, acceleration change होते जा रहा है. Any doubt in 20?
Yes, sir.
which of the following statement is false? A body can have a zero velocity and still be accelerated. एक ऑब्जेक्ट का वेलोसिटी जीरो है बट एक्सेलरेशन जीरो नहीं है. इज इट पॉसिबल?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
यस यस. आपको कुछ डाउट है तो आप मोशन अंडर ग्रेविटी में assume that the particle is at maximum height. At maximum height velocity तो जीरो हो गया but it is having an acceleration due to gravity. मतलब स्पीड इंक्रीज करके जीरो हो गया, सॉरी मैक्सिमम हाइट में जीरो हो गया, सॉरी स्पीड डिक्रीज करके जीरो हो गया but still it is having acceleration. तो बीच में एक पॉइंट में velocity zero तो हो सकता है. Next one है body can have a constant velocity and still have a varying speed. हो तो possible नहीं है. Yeah, velocity constant है तो magnitude as well as direction of say constant ही होना चाहिए. तो varying speed तो possible नहीं है. This is not possible. Next one, a body can have a constant speed and still have a uniform varying velocity.
Yes, sir.
Constant, yes.
Direction change.
Only direction is changing. Assume that a particle is, assume that a particle is moving in a circular path with a constant velocity, constant speed 10 meter per second. So speed constant है, but direction change करे तो velocity is not a constant. Fourth one, the direction of velocity of a body can change when its acceleration is constant. No. Acceleration, yes, it can be possible. Like acceleration constant है.
So how?
Direction of velocity, we can change the velocity either by changing the magnitude or by changing direction.
Yes.
अगर आपने velocity तो मतलब magnitude change नहीं कर रहा है but direction change करे तो भी acceleration है ना.
हाँ सर, पर acceleration constant होने और कैसे velocity
कांस्टेंट कैसे वेरी होगा ना उस तरफ.
हाँ ना सर, इसलिए डाउट है सेकंड में और दोनों रॉन्ग.
नहीं आपने ऐसा कुछ सुना है कि centripetal acceleration पढ़ा होगा?
हाँ सर.
यस सर.
centripetal acceleration का वैल्यू क्या होता है? a is equal to v square by r होता है. तो इसमें देखो particle centripetal acceleration हम लोग कब लिखता है? when the particle is moving in a circular path.
Yes sir.
तो पार्टिकल का वेलोसिटी चेंज नहीं हो रहा है बट एक्सेलरेशन देखो कांस्टेंट है v स्क्वायर बाय r. v कांस्टेंट है, r भी कांस्टेंट है ना. समझ में आया क्या बोल रहा है?
पर सर डायरेक्शन बदल रहा है तो एक्सेलरेशन भी उस तरफ ही बदलेगा ना.
इसका जो एक्सेलरेशन है इट विल बी ऑलवेज टुवर्ड्स द सेंटर. मतलब उसका जो मैग्नीट्यूड है वो कांस्टेंट रहेगा, एक्सेलरेशन का v स्क्वायर बाय r ही रहेगा.
सर पर डायरेक्शन चेंज होगा क्या?
किसका? एक्सेलरेशन का डायरेक्शन.
हाँ.
यस यस, एक्सेलरेशन का डायरेक्शन चेंज होगा.
तो सर वो कांस्टेंट थोड़ी बोलेंगे फिर अपन.
हाँ सर, उस तरफ अलग रहेगा, इस तरफ अलग.
मतलब मैग्नीट्यूड कांस्टेंट बोल सकता है, नॉट डायरेक्शन.
सर पर वो स्टेटमेंट में डायरेक्ट ऐसा दिया है.
Sir, but it will increase in positive direction and decrease in negative direction. So it will not change.
No, it's not like increase in positive direction. A is having a value of v square by r means v square by उसका जो मैग्नीट्यूड है वो कांस्टेंट रहता है. मतलब जब पार्टिकल इधर आएगा तो डायरेक्शन इस तरफ होगा, पार्टिकल इधर आएगा तो एक्सेलरेशन का डायरेक्शन इस तरफ होगा. सेंट्रीपेटल सेंटर की तरफ रहेगा if a particle is moving in a circular path.
तो सर
बोलो
सर अगर डायरेक्शन चेंज हो रहा है तो वी कांट कॉल एक्सेलरेशन कांस्टेंट.
हाँ सर.
नहीं एक केस मैंने लिखा है. अगर आप एक्सेलरेशन इसमें देखो, मतलब आपको सेंट्रीपेटल पता है इसलिए मैंने ये बताना चाहता है कि मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ एक्सेलरेशन कांस्टेंट हो सकता है. अगर आपने प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशन देखो तो प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशन में डायरेक्शन ऑफ वेलोसिटी चेंज हो रहा है बट एक्सेलरेशन कांस्टेंट ही है, मतलब जी डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन में ही हो रहा है. इसमें क्या है कि बहुत मैग्नीट्यूड भी चेंज कर रहा है, डायरेक्शन भी चेंज कर रहा है. तो एक्चुअली देयर आर मैं आगे पढ़ेगा. लाइक सपोज इफ यू आर हैविंग a particle which is moving with a velocity v. So if you are having an let's say particle is moving with a velocity v. If you are having an acceleration which is perpendicular to the direction of velocity, then this acceleration will change the magnitude of velocity. Direction of velocity. ये only direction को change करेगा, magnitude को change नहीं करेगा. Got it. तो ऐसा हो सकता है कि पार्टिकल का मैग्नीट्यूड चेंज नहीं कर रहा, ओनली डायरेक्शन चेंज कर रहा है, उसकी वजह से एक्सेलरेशन है. तो इसके लिए कंडीशन यही होगा that acceleration should be perpendicular to the direction of velocity, then it will change only the direction of velocity.
Okay, sir.
21 में कुछ डाउट है?
Sir, in vertical motion also acceleration does not changes because when the particle goes up.
but इसका magnitude change कर रहा है, velocity का magnitude change कर रहा है, direction भी change कर रहा है.
हाँ.
वेलोसिटी कम हो रहा है.
Yeah. इसमें क्या थी? ओनली डायरेक्शन के बारे में बोला है. द डायरेक्शन ऑफ वेलोसिटी ऑफ अ बॉडी कैन चेंज व्हेन एक्सेलरेशन इज कांस्टेंट. ओके, आप वर्टिकली मतलब जो मैक्सिमम हाइट में आ गया उसका बात कर रहे हैं ना, तो सही है. या व्हाट यू आर सेइंग इज करेक्ट. मतलब अगर आप वर्टिकल प्रोजेक्शन मोशन को अज्यूम किया
Yes,
है,
sir, because when it goes up, then also acceleration is minus g, and when it comes down, then also acceleration. Is
yeah, so at the maximum height we can say that acceleration constant है, but direction of velocity change हो गया.
Yeah,
वो भी
that's
आप
what
बोल
I'm
सकते हैं.
saying.
Yes. Correct. 21 का आंसर मिला है.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
22,
third question.
बोलो. 22, 23,
सर 24 का
24.
सर 24th में ये जो वेरिएबल है
Sir,
मैंने
22
दिया नहीं था.
या मैं
हाँ,
देखा
sir.
था, वो ऑनलाइन में नहीं देखा था. ओके, पर पैरेलल दिया तो 2/4, 2 by this should be equal to
Sir,
3 by
minus
Yes,
2.
sir.
या
तो
minus
2
2 आना चाहिए था. बट वो उसमें नहीं, मतलब ऑनलाइन में नहीं दिख रहा था, उसको क्लेम किया है ऑलरेडी. 25.
Yes, sir.
सर डाउट है.
24 का
A particle is moving with a uniform acceleration, travels 24 meter and 64 meter in the first two consecutive intervals of 4 seconds each. The initial velocity is. इसका मीनिंग है, ये अगर मान लो इधर से स्टार्ट किया with a velocity u and in a time of 4 seconds. So when time is equal to 4 seconds, it travel a distance of 24. Then and 64 in the next two consecutive interval. Next time में क्या क्या 64 distance travel किया है when time is equal to 8. Got it. So आप पहले A और B का बीच में कंडीशन लिखो. A और B का बीच में we can write initial velocity find out करना है, तो आप S का टर्म इक्वेशन लिख सकता है. S is equal to ut plus half at square. So we can write as, we can do it as 24 is equal to initial velocity, we can take it as u, time we can take it as 4 plus half into a into t square, means 4 का square 16, equation number 1. Second में you can take directly from a to c ले लो, ठीक है. So we can take it as total distance क्या हो गया, 88 हो गया. So we can write 88 is equal to nothing but u into 8 plus half into a into 64, equation number 2. So we are having two variables and two equations, so we can find out the value, right?
सर एक बार फाइंड करो ना, अलग अलग आंसर आ रहा है.
सर U1 आ रहा है सर.
सर U1 आ रहा है पर 4 दिया आंसर.
4 दिया है सर.
मेरे को भी
Yes,
1
sir.
आया.
बनाया है. Okay,
हाँ
देखता
सर,
हूँ.
और 4 दिया है.
Okay, so we can write, अगर इसका कैंसिल करे तो 8 में लिख सकता है. So we can divide it by 4, right? So 6
U plus 2a equal to 6.
6 is equal to u plus 2a. That is our first equation. And second equation क्या आएगा? Second equation में 10 के अंदर रिटर्न दे तो 32. ये आप 8 से डिवाइड किया. Okay, तो 11 is equal to
U plus 4a.
u plus 4a. Yeah, equation number 2. RM is to find out the value of क्या था? U find out करना था, right? So हम लोग इसको 2 के मल्टीप्लाई करके इक्वेशन को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करके सब्ट्रैक्ट कर सकता है. तो we can write this equation becomes 12 is equal to 2u plus 4a. It is equation number 1. Now we can go for equation number 1 minus 2. So 12 minus 11 we can take it as nothing but 1 is equal
1 आएगा
to
सर.
U.
yeah u का वैल्यू -1 आएगा. u minus 2u.
नहीं
सर,
सर 1 ही आएगा ना.
Yeah,
12 by 11.
yeah,
12
yes,
minus
2,
11.
yeah, 2u minus u. Yeah.
सर आंसर 4 दिया है सर उन्होंने.
नहीं u का वैल्यू 1 आएगा, इस करेक्ट, +1 आएगा।
है ये भी क्लेम
सर तो
कर दो।
इसको भी क्लेम किया है
क्या?
आपने?
नहीं मैंने अभी देखा है, इसको भी क्लेम करता हूँ। सो कौन सा क्वेश्चन डाउट था? 25 का
25
25 और
and 14 anti-parallel.
25 का आंसर +1 था या
24 में सर
सर तो बोनस है
22
24 में जो नहीं दिया तो ऑलरेडी बताया था,
वेरिएबल
और
And
14 वाला सर।
Anti-parallel, right?
या एंटी-पैरेलल या
24 का आंसर क्या है?
24 का आंसर क्या आएगा? 2 आएगा ना?
2
-2
नो 2 है ना,
K में
ऑलरेडी
minus
माइनस
दिया है।
k में माइनस दिया ना। -1 by lambda इज माइनस 2 by -4 ऐसा आएगा ना, 2 by -4 मतलब -2।
ओके सर।
Question 23.
Question number third, it is given that stone is projected from the ground with a velocity 25 meter per second. 2 seconds later, it just clears a wall 5 meter high. The angle of projection of stone is. So हमको find out करना है कितना angle से इसको project किया है. So we can just draw the situation. An object is projected something like this. So from the ground with a velocity 25. So it is projected with a velocity 25 and its angle 2 seconds later. So we can say that when time is equal to 2 seconds, let's say t is equal to 2 seconds, just clears a wall of height 5 meter. So the angle of projection of stone is. So our aim is to find out what about the value of this angle of projection. So ये 25 है and after a time of 2 seconds it just clears a wall of height 5 meter. Our aim is to find out what about the value of this. So we can say that इसका जो vertical height है after a time of 2 seconds it is going to be 5 है ना, particle इधर है. So we can write along the vertical direction. Initial velocity we can take it as 25 sine theta. We don't know the value of theta. Our aim is to find the value of theta only. So u we can take it as 25 sine theta, and acceleration we can write acceleration due to gravity. Let's say over here it is given as 10, so -10, and when it displacement is equal to 5, when time is equal to 2 seconds. That is the meaning of this question. Now we can find out what about the value of this theta over here. We can go for that relation s is equal to ut plus half at square. So s is nothing but 5. Initial velocity is 25 sine theta into time is 2 minus half into 10 into t square. T square means it is 4. So we can write this 5 is equal to 25 sine theta into 2 minus ये क्या आएगा 20 आएगा. So we can write this is 25 is equal to 25 sine theta into 2. That means sine theta is equal to nothing but 1 by 2. That means theta should be equal to 30 degree. समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir 22
Question number 22 is that two bodies are projected from the same velocity. If one is projected at an angle of 60 degree and other at an angle of 30 degree to the horizontal, the ratio of maximum height reached is. So एक में theta का value 60 degree है और एक में theta का value 30 degree है. So we know that इसका range same होगा. But in this situation they are not asking about the range, they are asking about maximum height. So maximum height के लिए equation क्या था? U square sin square theta divided by 2g. So we can write height are in the ratio which is sin square theta 1 by sin square theta 2. So we can write this h1 divided by h2 are in the ratio sin square 30 divided by sin square 60. या 60 पहले दिया है तो sin square 60 divided by sin square 30. तो sin 60 होता है which is √3/2, so this will be equal to 3 divided by 4 divided by sin 60 होता है which is 1/2, sorry, sin 30 होता है 1/2, 1/2 का square, that is 1/4. So this will be in the ratio 3:1. Or
Sir, question
3.
23.
It is given that a body acted upon by a force of 50 Newton is displaced through a distance of 20 centimeter in a direction, making an angle 60 degree with the force. The work done by the forces. We know that work done is equal to F dot S, or it is Fs cos theta. Force is given as nothing but 50. Displacement is given as nothing but 20 centimeter, that is 0.2
0.2.
meter into cos 60. Cos 60 is nothing but 1/2. So you can write this will be equal to 5.
सर
बोलो.
सर 24th वाले में अगर सेकेंड वेक्टर में -6 -9 और लैम्डा रहता तो लैम्डा का वैल्यू 3 रहता.
X component x1 by x2 is equal to y1 by y2 is equal to z1 by z2.
पैरेलल
Means
इसमें.
parallel है. 2 divided by -4 is equal to 3 divided by -6 is equal to -1 divided by lambda.
Okay.
और कुछ क्वेश्चन में डाउट है? Now discuss about that NEET paper. So बोलो NEET paper में कुछ डाउट है तो बोलो.
Seventh question.
Yeah. Question number 7, it is given that particle starts from origin at t is equal to 0 with a constant velocity 5 I cap and moves in xy plane under the action of force which produce a constant acceleration of 3I plus 2j. The y coordinate of particle at the instant x coordinate is 86 meter is. So इसको just x और y में लिखे करना है और कुछ नहीं है. तुमको पता है whenever there is a question related to motion in 2 dimensions, so we'll split it into 2 motions. One is along x-axis, one is along y-axis. अब x और y को अलग से consider करो. Starts from origin at t is equal to 0. So we can just take it as initial velocity is equal to 0 with a constant velocity. Initial velocity is not 0. Initial velocity along x-axis is 5 with a constant velocity 5. And initial velocity along y-axis we can take it as 0. X-y plane under the action of constant acceleration. The acceleration along x-axis is 3 and acceleration along y-axis is 2. The y-coordinate of particle at the instant x-coordinate is, the RM is to find out the displacement which is given as y when the x-coordinate, मतलब displacement along RM is to
Sir,
find out.
x में 84 है.
X में 84 है. So displacement along x-axis is given as nothing but 84. तभी y में कितना है वो calculate करना है. So over here we can use that equation s is equal to ut plus half at square and we can find out the value of time. वो time का value a second y पे put करना होगा. Time तो दोनों में same ही है. So we can write 84 is equal to u is 5 into t plus 3 divided by 2 into t square. So we can, while solving this quadratic equation, we can find out what about the value of this t over here. And once we got the value of t, we can just substitute the value of t on this equation. That is s is equal to ut plus half at square. Over here, the value of initial velocity is nothing but 0. So this will be equal to half into acceleration is 2 into t square. इसमें से जो t का value find out करना है, that t square will be the value of answer over here.
Sir, how you got y component initial velocity 0?
इसका with a constant velocity दिया ना 5i cap, मतलब x component नहीं है ना, sorry y component नहीं है
Yes
ना.
sir, yes sir, yes sir.
That's why we are taking it as something but 0.
So 11th question.
11th one, a particle starts from origin at t is equal to 0 with a velocity and moves in xy plane with a constant acceleration. The y coordinate of particle in 2 seconds is
Same type.
yeah same type का.
Yeah.
So particle इसको भी आप x और y पे कन्वर्ट करके लिख दो. So it is given that the particle at t is equal to 0 with a velocity, so let's say x and y. So initial velocity along y-axis is given, which is 10, and moving in xy plane with a constant acceleration. So acceleration is 8 over here and acceleration is 2 over here. The y coordinate of particle in 2 seconds is, और हम to find out the value y coordinate, तो x को देखने का जरूरत ही नहीं है, y find out करना है, तो we can use that equation as is equal to ut plus half at square. So initial velocity is 10, time is 2 plus half into acceleration was 2 into t square means it is 4. So we can write this will be equal to 20 plus 4, which is equal to 24. So no need to observe this x thing when y we are finding out y. Y पे independently करना, x पे independently करना. दोनों में only time common रहता है. और
13th question.
13th one, it is given that a projectile is thrown at an angle beta with the vertical. It reaches a height h. The time taken to reach the highest point of path is. Sorry. A particle is thrown with at an angle of over here क्या है कि only एक ही difference हो गया, वो जो velocity है they are given with respect to vertical, है ना?
Yeah.
So with respect to horizontal उसका value क्या होगा? 90 minus theta होगा.
90 minus beta, हाँ.
Yeah, there is only one difference. तो ये beta दिया है. So ये theta normal in general theta का term में लिखता है, that can be written as 90 minus beta. So it reaches a maximum height h. The time taken to reach the highest point in its path is. So it is moving through a path something like this, and थोड़ा time के बाद it reaches a maximum height. Let's say that is equal to h. Over here you can resolve the velocity component of u along this direction, which can be written as u cos beta, and this can be written as something but u sin beta. And anyway, we know that we should calculate it along y-axis. So along y-axis, initial velocity is nothing but u cos beta. And you can write at maximum height velocity is going to be equal to 0. And Rm is to find out the value of time. And we can use that equation, v is equal to u plus at. So final velocity is 0, initial velocity is u cos beta, acceleration is minus g, and time is t. Rm is to find the value of t only. So this can be written as something but u cos beta, okay, u cos beta divided by g. So this will be the value of time. Okay, Rm is to find out the value in terms of h. Okay, go a height का term में find out करना है. So we can use that equation. S is equal to v square minus u square is equal to s में लिख सकता है. ठीक है, कोई भी एक. S is equal to ut plus half at square में लिखो. So we can write s is equal to ut plus half at. So s can be written as nothing but h. Initial velocity was nothing but u cos beta into time. Time का value हमने find out किया, that we can substitute u cos beta divided by g minus half into g into t square. T square means क्या हो जाएगा? U square cos square beta divided by g square हो जाएगा. So this can be written as nothing but h is equal to u square cos square beta divided by g minus this one get cancelled. So this u square cos square beta divided by 2g. So you can take the u square cos square beta as common. So 1 minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. So the answer will be equal to u square cos square beta divided by 2g.
G.
And time taken to reach the highest point of this path is. So we can write this will be the relation between this h and theta. That is h or इसमें relation है h is equal to u square cos square beta divided by 2g. So we can find out what about the value. इसमें क्या लिखना था, time का term लिखना. तो time का value हमने already find out किया है, which is u cos beta divided by g. इसको h का term में convert करके लिखना है. So we can write this u 2g into h under root will be equal to u cos beta. So instead of this u cos beta, we can write under root of 2 into g into h divided by g. So this can be written as under root of a g को भी root के अंदर लिख दो. So this will be equal to 2gh divided by g square. So we can cancel g and this g. So it will be under root of 2h divided by g. Got it?
Okay.
सर
और बोलो बोलो.
सर √2gh इसके बाद क्या किया आपने?
Root 2gh. Root 2gh is a value of u cos beta ना, वो value इधर substitute किया है instead of u cos beta.
Okay.
Okay. 15th question.
Yeah, sir. 15th one.
14th when a cricket ball hit for a 6 leaves the bat at an angle of 60 degree to the horizontal with a kinetic energy K. At top, the kinetic energy of ball S. So we know that at the maximum height, its velocity will be equal to only horizontal component of velocity. So it is projected with a velocity u at an angle of 60 degree. So at maximum height, it will have only u cos 60 component, u cos theta component. So its maximum height, its velocity is going to be u by 2. So kinetic energy initial is nothing but half into m into u square, and kinetic energy final is nothing but half into m into u square ka square, that is u square divided by 4. So you can write kinetic energy final is 1 by 4th of kinetic energy initial. Got it?
Okay, sir.
और 15 में doubt है?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Two particles are moving with position vectors r1 and r2 are moving with velocities v1 and v2. If collide after 2 seconds, the value of a is.
Sir, please show the 14th question for writing.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So over here, consider the question 15. Yeah. Two particles moving with position vectors. Two particles are moving with position vectors 3 I cap and 5 j cap, and R2 is minus 5 j I cap and 3 j cap. Are moving with velocities v1 and v2 are given. They collide after 2 seconds. The value of a is. So they collide at a particular point. That means their x component and their y component is actually going to be same. So दो particle collision होने के लिए condition है, like actually this one is a question related to relative velocity. so that you may not be able to understand at this stage. ठीक है, the situation ऐसा होता है, if A is moving, if assume that if you are considering that B is at rest, अगर आप B को rest पे consider करेगा, and if A is moving towards B, then we can say that after some times this A is going to make a collision with B. Okay, so that should be the condition for that. So matlab this velocity of A with respect to B, इसका meaning है B को अगर rest पे मान लेगा तो velocity of A क्या होता है, that is nothing but velocity of A minus velocity of B होता है, and this distance is nothing but displacement of A with B with respect to displacement of A with respect to B, वो displacement of A minus displacement of B होता है. ठीक है, then we have to use that relation, velocity of A minus velocity of B is equal to displacement of A minus displacement of B divided by time. So from that we can find out what about the value of that A over there. ठीक है, actually a relative velocity का question है, उसमें हम लोग explain करेंगे इसको.
Sir, when will we study relative velocity?
ये थोड़ा ये 2-3 क्लास के बाद पढ़ाई करेंगे. We motion on inclined motion on projectile. Srinivasan. ठीक है, तो we'll continue our discussion in next class.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
जो भी IIT स्टूडेंट्स है, नीट का पेपर सॉल्व करना है, ऐसा नहीं नीट का पेपर सॉल्व करने के टाइम में गाना गाएगा सो जाएगा. और जो नीट का स्टूडेंट्स है, IIT का पेपर भी सॉल्व करना है.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.